So the first thing you want to do is get a background for your thumbnail, but it obviously doesn't have to have anything to do with Minecraft. Next, you want to make the character that will be displayed on the thumbnail, and I'm going to be using an app called Minimator to do so. If you want to get it for yourself, then just search up Minimator 2.0 in your browser and install it like any other application. Then you want to click on the crafting table, go on character and select your skin. You can do so by searching up any Minecraft player or dragging in a Minecraft skin URL. You can then adjust the character to your liking. You can do so by selecting the separate body parts and moving these circles around, so you can just experiment with that. And if you go to the workbench and go to the category of items, you can put in any item you want, which you then again can adjust however you want. You then want to adjust your camera angle to however you want it to be on the thumbnail. And for the final step, you want to go to the top left, select render and click on render image. And if you don't want to download Minimator, you can just use a green screen in creative mode and get your character like that. Next up, you want to go to photopea.com, select new project and make sure your width is set to 1280 and height to 720, since that is the resolution of a YouTube thumbnail. Next, you want to go to File, Open in Place and select your background image. Then by going to Edit and selecting Free Transform, you can adjust it to your needs. Then you can open your character, use Free Transform to crop it to the right size, and use the polygonal lasso to remove the background of the character. You also need to make sure to rasterize your image by right-clicking it on the tab and selecting rasterize. You can then delete the selected area. And once you're done with that, you should go to Image in the top left, Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast, and change the brightness to roughly -80. I do this so that the character stands out more, but obviously this is optional. Then I would select the character and higher the brightness. Next, you can select the background, go to Filter, go to the category of Blur, and select Motion Blur. I would put it to anything between 30 and 40 because anything higher makes the image look too distorted. Then select the character again, go to Layer, Layer Style, and select Drop Shadow. You can also change the settings if you want. This next step is optional, but adding some sort of filter makes the thumbnail just look a lot more lively. So I just downloaded an image of some flames and faded them out a little bit. The next step is to add some text, and I would highly recommend a website called fontspace.com. You can write whatever you want and then download it. Then you can open your text up and adjust it to the right size. Then you want to go back to Layer, Layer Style, Stroke, set the color to whatever color your text is, and set the size to 4. Then you want to duplicate all of your text and obviously make sure your character is above the background and so on. Then make sure that the original texts are below the character in the list of elements and make sure the copies are above the character. Then on every single text copy you want to go to Fill and set it to 0. I would then recommend setting the opacity of the text to roughly 50% so that the background and character stand out a little bit more. Then you can go to File, Export As, select PNG, and you are done. Thank you for watching and let me know in the comments if you want any more tutorials.